Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone. I think we can wait for a couple of seconds till the other participants join us. So I'm glad to see you all here today. Today is the 28th of May and the weather is awesome. So the spring has finally come and it's almost summer, which is great. I hope you are all safe, you are all healthy, and you are all with us because you stay positive and you still want to learn something new. So today we are going to talk about grammar. And I know, well, the first association might be terrible because we all don't like grammar, right? So sometimes people are tired of doing exercises. Students are always fed up with grammar activities that teachers suggest, right? But I'm not going to teach you new rules. I'm not going to really revise all the rules of all the grammar rules of English. I'm going to give you some advice, some recommendations on how to make the process of learning grammar fascinating and engaging. So, but before we proceed to the topic itself, let me introduce myself briefly. My name is Горячева Алена Pavlovna, and I got my education in Moscow State Pedagogical University. So I got a bachelor and a master degree. And while I was getting a bachelor degree, I had a great opportunity to study in China. I studied at Inner Mongolia Normal University, or how Chinese say, Neumanguschi Fondation. So I can speak Chinese a little bit because I learned it for 1 year there. And it was a great experience, not only because I had an opportunity to learn a new language, it was awesome because I could communicate with people from all over the world. Yes, from Venezuela, from New Zealand, from Laos, like from all the parts of the world. And well, at this stage, I understood how important it is to know English. Also, I sang in a choir for 10 years, and with my choir, we traveled a lot around Europe, and there I also lived in foreign families. For a couple of weeks, I lived in France in a French family, and in Belgium in Belgian family. So since a very young age, I know that English is like a key to the world, and it's very important to love English and to learn English. So now I work in the Institute of International Education, and hopefully maybe one day we will see each other there. Maybe we'll work together. And yep, so how about you? I usually feel very nervous when I don't know the audience, when I don't know who I'm talking to, who I'm talking with. Could you please tell me your name, your age, and the city you listen to me from? So could you please write it to our group chat? Hello, Tanya. Great to see you. Do we have any more participants here, active participants? Wow, hello, Olga. Great. Олег, Nikita, Alex, Sonia, Kirill, Nastya. Wow, so you come from different cities, but there are many people from Moscow. Good. So, and you are all 16, 17, 18 years old, which means that you are going to pass YEGA this year. Yeah. Oh, hello, Ludwig. Well, I have some more questions to you because I want to conduct a small survey. But don't worry, it's not a test. It's not, don't be afraid of it. So the question to you, do you like grammar? Well, be fair. Like, imagine that a teacher comes to a class and says, okay, today we are going to practice grammar. Today we are going to do some activities. Grammar bad, okay, no, I hate it. boring. No, I don't like grammar. Okay, well, I could expect it. Yep. Oh, wow, we have Milena who likes it. So Milena, you will enjoy our today's class. Too complicated. Yeah, I agree. Too complicated. Okay, one more question. Do you feel confident when using different grammar structures? So are you sure in yourself when a teacher says, okay, speak English, say something, or you feel nervous? Okay, Olga feels confident. So you may send plus or minus. So if you don't feel confident, say send minus. If you feel confident, if you're okay with it, send a plus. So we have pluses, minuses. Well, but I can actually suggest that, well, minus again, well, a huge minus. So yeah, like, as you hate it, of course, you don't like it, you don't feel confident. And well, the last question would be, are you afraid of making mistakes? So, well, many minuses. So are you afraid of making mistakes, for example, in the classroom, or when you are speaking with some foreigners? Tanya is afraid of it. Okay, Milena is not. Great. Alena is even shocked. Yeah, so like, yes. Okay, well, you all are afraid, and I can understand you. Like, using grammar, knowing grammar, practicing grammar, it's terrible, and we all are afraid of making mistakes. Even teachers sometimes are. So you are not alone, and well, it's important to remember that we all make mistakes. Even teachers make them sometimes. And Winston Churchill once said that all men make mistakes, but only wise men learn from their mistakes. So this is my first advice to you. Yeah, you shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes. And it's very difficult, but you need to like grow your confidence in order to like feel safe and feel confidence while speaking. So here I have prepared a formula that can actually help you with understanding what grammar is. So grammar is basically your knowledge and drilling. Let me explain it. So knowledge is what you know, from your classes, from your teacher, or maybe from the books that you studied by yourself, or maybe you watch some videos on YouTube. So this is your knowledge. And it's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough to know only the theory. You need to drill it. Drilling is repeating. So usually at schools, students drill grammar using different grammar exercises. So, you know, like fill in the gaps, match halves of the sentences. I don't know, like listen to an audio and fill in the gaps with what you have heard. So in books, it's quite boring. Someone has said before that grammar is boring. Yeah, it is. So like when you drill, it's not interesting, but you can make this process fascinating. You can make this process interesting. You can make this process engaging, and I will show you how. So today we will try to make English our habit. So we will try to make English our habit, because grammar is everywhere and we just need to start practicing it in real life. I know it sounds like impossible because we do not have many foreigners around us, right? But we still can do a lot of things. And talking about ЕГЭ, talking about the Russian state exam, please tell me, where do you need grammar? In what parts of ЕГЭ do you need grammar? Could you please write it to our Zoom chat? So where do we need it? And why do we need it? Everywhere, all parts. English is a way of living. Yes, I agree with you, Emil. So you're right. We need grammar in all the parts, but especially in writing and in speaking. And well, of course, there is an activity that is aimed at grammar that like is all about these grammar rules, about these gaps. But to be honest, yeah, like the main idea of grammar is hidden like everywhere. So let's see what you can do. And we will start from, like, today we are not going to cover, of course, all the tenses, but we will cover some basic ones. And yeah, I hope you will support me. You will write a lot to our Zoom chat, because I will ask you some questions during the lecture. So present simple, the first tense that you all learn at school. We use present simple for many different purposes. Yeah, we use present simple to describe some daily routines. We use present simple to talk about permanent situations, habits, natural laws, repeated actions, reviews and narrations, etc., etc. So there are many situations where we need it. And it's actually quite simple. So I usually use these schemes, such schemes, with my students. I know they may seem difficult from the first view, but to be honest, they are very, very simple. So let me just show you, and we won't stop on it anymore. So as you may see here, there is only one letter that might seem strange. It's letter V, which means a verb or gлагол in Russian. So I divided present simple into two schemes, right? I used pronouns he, she, it, because they need letter S. Yes, they need letter S, and we usually forget about this letter S. So let me give you an example. In an affirmative sentence, you may say, he studies at school. She doesn't study at school, she studies at university. Does your sister study at school or at university? And you may see that the arrow goes another way when it's a question, right? Because we start with the word does. So like the same scheme works for I, you with a, but we do not add s. So I'm not going to explain the rules. I'm sure you're professionals. That's it. And I'm just going to give you some advice. The first thing, and it's a very simple thing to do. We all have lots of tasks in our everyday life. I mean, we do household chores, we do our homework, we have some hobbies, we study a lot. So it's important to write down your tasks. Why? Because when you're a child, of course, you don't have a timetable, but when you get older, yeah, there are so many tasks that you can forget about something. So many people start writing them down. And nowadays, like, we do not really write. Yes, we use some applications, we use our notes in our mobile phones. So like, I have chosen a very simple platform, which can be in Russian, and it can be in English. So you choose the language by yourself. It's very easy to register there. It's absolutely free. And you can see a screenshot from this platform. So one day I decided to switch to English when talking about my daily routine. So I started making these notes, yes, writing my day plans in English. And it helped me. Yeah, so I started surrounding myself with English. So as you may see here, I have some tasks that I will of course tick at the end of the day. So I should water flowers today, rehearse the webinar, check the presentation, check it in Zoom, and I shouldn't forget about my notes that I have here around me. So it's quite easy, right? And you can practice not only grammar, but also vocabulary while switching to English in such a small and not time-consuming task. And another advice concerning present simple is, of course, connected with retelling. So do you like watching TV series? Do you like watching TV shows? Do you like watching YouTube videos? Can you please write me? Do you like it? Do you watch anything? Maybe. Yes, people like it. Okay, girls. So it's like a part of our everyday life. Yes, like YouTube, TV shows, Reddit. Great job, great. So we all watch something. We watch cartoons, yes, and we do it almost every day, like every day, yeah, when we have free time. So why not to start like using English here? I'm not saying about switching to English language, switching to English subtitles. Why? Because sometimes we watch something not to, in order not to study, right? But in order to like, in order to relax, in order to like just get rid of everything we've done today. So we need to relax. Yeah, we watch everything in Russian, and well, why not to add something in English here? So as soon as you finish watching an episode, try to retell it. Try to retell it to yourself. It won't take much time. It will take just, well, a couple of minutes, but while retelling, you may practice lots of tenses. Not, of course, not only present simple. You can practice almost every tense you want to. So you can retell the story in present simple using many different present tenses, or in past simple using different past tenses. For example, like I watched one of the episodes of Stranger Things, and I wrote the retelling, a short summary. So it's 1983 in an isolated laboratory in Hawkins, Indiana. Some kind of monster escapes from its cell and kills whoever gets in its way. While racing, Bill separates from the other guys and finds himself close to the laboratory when he senses something. When he gets home, he finds that his mother and brother aren't at home. So you see, like the retelling is not that difficult. The retelling, like it consists only of present simple sentences, right? But I tried to add some like complex structures, some complex forms in order to make it like appropriate for my level. And you can do the same. Let's switch to the next tense. And it's of course present continuous. We use present continuous a lot. It's a very important tense, which we actually do not have in Russian, right? It needs ing ending and the verb to be. But well, I'm not going to explain you the rules. You know them. Let me concentrate on what you can do. So you can see the picture. Could you please tell me what are they doing? What are all these people doing on the picture? So write it please to our chat. So look, for example, at Sam or at Tom, at Helen. What are they doing? So try to use present continuous. I can say that, for example, Dave and Jody are dancing. So Jason, for example, is pointing at Tom and Jason is laughing. Okay, Tatiana is like holding her hand. Well, maybe like the activity seems boring, and I can understand it. I can understand it because, well, this is what our teachers ask us to do. Well, yeah, they are throwing a party, good. So this is what we do. Yeah, we do such some sitting and drinking, good, good, very good. So they are relaxing. Yes, of course they are. They're having fun. Helen is listening to Eve. Yeah, great. Wow, great. So, and Eve is suddenly gossiping. Helen is eating. They're eating pizza. So, like, the activity seems quite boring, right? Because it's the activity we all have in books. They're going crazy. Yes, you are. They're getting crazy. So we have it in books, and it's not really a real life situation, right? But what we can do in everyday life, we can go out and look around. I know today, like nowadays, it's quite difficult to go out, yes, and to see people around you, but well, you can look out of the window, or you can wait till the quarantine ends. So you can easily spot people doing something, and you can think, what are they doing? So while you're walking alone, for example, instead of just listening to music, try to think, what are the people in the streets doing? So for example, this man, he's like checking something in his phone. He is maybe writing a message. Like there are lots of tourists here, as they are all holding their phone. They are all like, it seems that they are all tourists. Yeah, they are all walking, looking around, taking photos. So it might be quite easy, right? So just a couple of sentences when you go out, when you're in the supermarket, for example. Yeah, so see, they visit an excursion. Yes, but you may also use present continuous, right, Helena? Because it's happening right now, right? Like on the picture, it's happening right now. They are visiting an excursion. So yes, they are doing it right now. Let's see another option. So as you have all said, you all like watching some TV series, you all like watching YouTube videos. Again, let's try spotting what the people on the videos are doing, So I will show you just, well, 10 seconds of a video of how you can do it, like in your head. You may not do it orally, yeah, you may only think about it, and it is called drilling. Yeah, so you're drilling the rule of present continuous. So let's see.
Lucy is playing with her doll. Oliver is playing with his toy car on the floor. Lucy and Oliver are not watching the comedy. Olivia is in her room. She is sitting at her desk. She is typing on her laptop.
Okay, so this is like an easy way, right? You may like look at the characters doing something, and in your head, you might work on these simple tenses. Of course, you may not use only present continuous, but this is what is needed here. Let us try it. I will show you just 1 minute of a funny cartoon, and I hope you will write some sentences about what are they doing to our Zoom chat. So here I have like given you a couple of words that might help you, like of the activities. So please, while watching, type something to the chat. So let's try it. Okay, we are not going to finish watching it because it's quite long. You may do it, you may find it on YouTube. So let me see, let me look at the sentences you have. So she's pressing a button. Grandmother is pushing the button. She's kicking the vending machine really hard though. She's struggling with her life. She's eating cookies. Great. She's hitting the vending machine. He's stealing a cookie. Yeah, she's reading the newspaper. Teenager boy, well, let me just say teenager, is hunting for food. Wow, I'm impressed, hunting for food. So this is what you can do, yeah, while watching some TV series, some YouTube videos. You can do it, right? Like in your head. So let me switch to the next tense, and it's present perfect. Many people struggle with present perfect, right? Because it's easy to confuse it with past simple. It's easy to confuse it with past simple. So let's see how, like, let's compare them. First of all, in present perfect, we have these like small indicators that might help us, yes, to identify that, yeah, we have present perfect here. So there are the words ever, never, just, already, yet, before, since, etc. So there are plenty of them. And if we compare past simple and present perfect, we can see that past perfect is like centered around the tense when the action took place. So it happened in the past, it started in the past, and it finished in the past. And present perfect is connected, somehow connected with the present, right? So we can see the result. For example, I have just finished my essay. I'm so happy and tired. This is the result. Yeah, I have here is my essay. I'm so happy and tired. And yeah, I've done it, like I did it in the past, but well, it's still true for me. So that is why I do not use past simple. I use present perfect, but I'm sure you know about it. Let's see how it can work in real life. So we can look around again. I like playing this game just with myself. Really, like I do it from time to time because people around are sometimes crazy, really crazy. So I have prepared a couple of pictures for you, and let's imagine what. Okay, sorry. So let's imagine what has just happened. So what has just happened on this picture? So why are they crawling somehow? Why are they on their knees? Any ideas? Well, this one might seem difficult. I can like give you a clue. For example, they have lost their earrings. They, well, no, they have lost, for example, a penny. So something bad happens and they are like searching for it. So something, they have lost something on the ground. Okay, what about this picture? What has she done? What has this lady done? What has this lady done? So you see, she's sweating, she's tired. She's in a sport costume. Well, Emilia, enjoy your jokes, but well, can you please tell me what has just happened? What has she done? Yes, well, Tanya, be careful. She has just run a marathon, right? We don't know when it happened. So you shouldn't use, you can't use past simple here. She has just run a marathon. She has just run 3 kilometers. She has done sports, yes. She was running and now she's tired. Okay, might be, or she has been running, right? Because we can clearly see the result. This is like the difference between past simple and present perfect. So she has done some activities, right? Good. What about this couple? So you see, they are standing in this, like in the city center, probably in the street, and there are 2 policemen here. What have they done? They have forgotten to wear masks. Okay, right, you are. So maybe the police like reminding them about masks. Okay, they have just committed a crime, but well, they seem quite kind. Maybe it's not about crime. Maybe they have just got lost, right? Maybe they're new to the city, and so like the police is just helping them. They have gone outside in quarantine. Okay, yes, great ideas. They have asked something good. So the next picture and the last one, what about this couple? What happened to them? You see, the man is like thinking about something, like holding a map. The lady is shouting at her phone. The man seems a little bit irritated. So what has happened? They have been lost. Yeah, they have been lost. So you can see the luggage. They're new to the city for sure. Yeah, they have just lost their destination. Okay, well, maybe they like their hotel. Yes, their hotel. They flew to the wrong city. Okay, Tanya, again, well, when we see the result and we are guessing, it's better to use not past simple but present perfect. So they have flown to the wrong city, right? Okay, great answers. Thank you. So let's move on to one more idea that I have actually told you before. So this is all about creating lists. Yeah, so let's imagine that you have created a list with like tasks that you have to do during the day, and as soon as you tick them, you may say that you have recently done it, or you have just done it, right? For example, I have recently watched a film, I have recently called my grandma, I have traveled to Rome. Or you can create lists about things that you have never done but you really want to try, really want to do. For example, I have never swam in the ocean, I have never cooked cookies. So if we speak about ocean, it's quite difficult, yes, to get to the ocean, and especially when now we cannot really travel a lot. So but what about cookies? Can we cook? Yeah, sure. So I can try it even today. I have never cooked cookies. I have never been to Tretyakov Gallery. So as soon as it all finishes, right, I'll certainly go there. I have never listened to a podcast. What can be easier? Just switch it on. Guys, what have you never ever done in your life? Well, Kirill, be careful. You have never written. Yeah, so like write, wrote, written. Use the third form of the verb. I have never written a thing that I have never done before. Yeah. So any other ideas? What have you never done but you would like to try? You would like to do in the nearest future, for example, maybe today. I can give you a hint. For example, I have never eaten sushi. Wow, Milena. So you may try it. You may try it. Maybe you will like it. I have never seen owls. Oh, you may go to the zoo. I have never traveled around the world. So maybe one day, as soon as you finish your university, you will have such an opportunity. Maybe you will find a job abroad. I have never colored my hair. Yeah, I also have never done it before in my life. I have never passed all my exams. Okay, well, you will certainly do it in the future. I have never been to London, not in London, but to London, and London is worth visiting for sure. So as you're learning English, one day I'm sure you will do it. So you see, you can create such lists and like work on your dreams. The next tense is past simple. Past simple is also quite easy, so you all know it, but the main difficulty is connected, of course, with the regular verbs that you just have to learn by heart. And well, I will not explain the rules, you know it. Let me give you just a clue on how you can work with past simple. So past is usually about our memories. Not long time ago, people printed photos and people put them all into photo albums. Nowadays, of course, like not all of us print photos. Yeah, we save them all like in our computers, like in our phones, or we upload them to our social networks. So what can you do? You can open your Instagram, for example, or your profile on VK, Vkontakte. So there you have lots of photos. Yeah, so you can scroll down and, well, talk about your memories. So for example, I took a screenshot of my page. I scrolled down like to the year 2016, and like here you may see the picture of me and Chinese children, as I worked, not only worked studied in China, but I also worked there. So you see, like, how can I work with it? How can I work with this memory? I can say that on the 24th of June in 2016, I worked with children. We played games, we sang songs. I had never taken photos with this group before. So you see, I use not only past simple but past perfect as well. So you can start adding new tenses as soon as you start thinking about your memories. Or for example, here I have a selfie with the horse. So I had never taken selfies with horses before this moment in the past. So I'm sure you all have such memories about your school years, about your childhood. So why not to talk about it in English? Why not to think about it in English? And well, the last but not the least is the topic connected with future tenses. Future tenses. There are a couple of future tenses. I'm not going to show you any theory, so you all know it. Let's concentrate on the things you can do with it. So for example, I like doing it with my students at university. So we sometimes play psychics. Psychics are extrasenses, so I've put this word here. We play psychics and we try to imagine what will happen in the future. So for example, in 2060, people will, or our planet will, could you please write to our Zoom chat what will happen in 2060? So what will happen? For example, I think that in 2060, people will be able to travel to Mars. Okay, we will overtake the moon. Okay, good idea. We will go for a walk on in the streets, right? But it will happen, I hope, earlier, not in 2016. Some people will be immortal. Yay! People will be changed by robots. Yeah, not be changed or even replaced by robots, right? So it's great to play psychics from time to time. No, not physics. So psychics for sure. So, and what about next year? Let's look not into the further future. Let's look into the nearest future. So by this time next year, I will have traveled to one more country. And what about you? What will have happened by this time, by 28th of May 2021? So by this time next year, you will have done what? Can you please write it to our Zoom chat? So probably some of you by this time next year will have exams in college. Okay, you may say will have, or you may say by this time next year I will have passed exams in college or university. I will have finished my school. So probably you will have entered university, or okay, yes, you will have finished all your exams. Great. So you see, it took about a minute for you to come up with some ideas. So why not to play psychics from time to time? And to be honest, I will have finished my exams. Be careful. So to be honest, grammar can be fun. Grammar can be engaging and fascinating, but of course we shouldn't forget about some traditional ways, right? So as I have said before, grammar is like a mixture of knowledge and drilling. Yeah, and for knowledge and drilling, you can also use some traditional ways. You can use some books like Murphy, English Grammar in Use, or My Grammar Lab by Pearson, or Roundup. Maybe you're familiar with these books. So they are good. They are good. You can use them easily. And by the way, you can do it like you can do the exercises in these books by yourself. So it's pretty easy. So but for a small change, you can like do these real life activities as well. Yeah, so as soon as you finish doing something in these books, you may start doing it in real life. So continue drilling in real life. Maybe you have seen this book. When I was student, when I studied at school, it was very, very popular. And it's grammar by Galitinsky. It's like a good source of exercises, of very repetitive ones. So if you like these repetitive actions, it's a good way of drilling. But it of course may seem quite, yeah, you have this book, so it might seem quite boring. So how you can use it? You can, for example, watch YouTube video. Yeah, like for example, you want to revise present perfect continuous, so you don't remember what is present perfect continuous. Difficult, sounds so cool. So you may watch the video on YouTube. There are plenty of channels, plenty of speakers. You may find the one you like and just watch it. And then you may do a couple of these repetitive exercises in Galitinsky. It's can be found online, it can be found on the internet easily. So just do a couple of activities and then go outside and practice it in real life. So also you can use some resources, some websites with games, some websites with online activities. I have written here just 2 examples of such websites. They are English Media Lab and Ego for You. These websites are like not the most popular, and they are not the best ones. And strongly, frankly speaking, to be honest, I really don't use websites for grammar a lot because they contain lots of mistakes. So be careful when you are doing some exercises on the internet. There might be mistakes there. So it's not the best way to practice grammar, but it can be fun because you there on these websites you may find some games and practice it via quiz or via an interactive game with some spinning wheels, etc., etc. So it's up to you. And well, we have actually come back to the slide that we have already seen, and here you may see this formula of grammar. So grammar is about knowledge and drilling. Yeah, so you get knowledge from YouTube, from school, from books, and then you drill it. So you drill, and this drilling helps you to feel this confidence, to experience this confidence, and it breaks the fear of making mistakes. So as soon as you fall in love with grammar and make it a habit, an everyday habit, you'll start feeling confident. You won't be afraid of making any mistakes because, well, you won't make any of them. So love grammar, be happy, and thank you for your time and attention. Do you have any questions for me? I'm ready to answer. Thank you, thank you. Thanks, guys. Glad that you liked it. Thank you. So if there are no questions here in our Zoom chat, it means that I can say goodbye to all of you, and I wish you well. Okay, maybe you can recommend some YouTube channels. To be honest, I don't have favorite, YouTube channels because I like some speakers and they travel from one channel to another. So like it really depends on your choice. So it's better to choose the topic, like the speaker you like, yeah, the speaker you enjoy listening, the speaker you enjoy like looking at. And yeah, this is just the secret. And sometimes YouTube channels do not have like lessons on particular parts of grammar. So like I won't really recommend you anything. Okay, is Chinese a difficult language? No, it isn't. It isn't if you like languages, if you know English. Chinese is not that bad. Chinese is quite close to English if we're talking about language structures. So it's not that difficult. Don't be afraid of learning new languages. And as you can understand what I'm talking about, you're already quite good at English. You're already like fans of languages. So this is great. Japanese. Well, Japanese is not really far from Chinese, but I don't want to learn it because, well, it's enough for me. It's enough for me of like these Eastern Asian languages. But I want to learn more. I want to learn more, and I want to like know Chinese as well as I know English. So I'm not going to stop learning languages in my life. Okay, guys. Well, it seems to me that there are no questions. Good luck. I wish you good luck. Good luck on your exams, and bye-bye.